Breaking news. William and Kate heartbroken after lack of pricey pals killed in aircraft crash. Before we get started, please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell button to ensure that you don't miss on our updates. The couple made the unhappy declaration in their buddy and his son's demise nowadays on their authentic Twitter account. The Prince of Wales has paid tribute to a conservationist buddy who died at the same time as flying over Kenya's biggest countrywide park. William defined Mark Jenkins as a person who had devoted his existence to protective flora and fauna in East Africa. He stated Mr. Jenkins and his son Peter were killed as they flew over Tsavo National Park on an aerial patrol. William defined Mark Jenkins as a person who had devoted his existence to protective flora and fauna in East Africa. He stated Mr. Jenkins were killed along his son Peter as they flew over Tsavo National Park on an aerial patrol. In a non-public tweet from the Kensington Royal account, William wrote a heartfelt message to his overdue buddy. He stated, "Yesterday, I misplaced a buddy who devoted his existence to protective flora and fauna in a number of East Africa's maximum famine countrywide parks. Mark Jenkins and his son Peter had been tragically killed while flying over Tsavo National Park at the same time as engaging in an aerial patrol. Tonight, I'm considering Mark's wife, own circle of relatives and co-workers who have unluckily misplaced a person all of us cherished and admired. The park is nearly 22,000 rectangular kilometers and is the most important country-wide park in Kenya and one in every of the most important inside the world, in keeping with the authentic internet site. It is made of separate parks, Tsavo East National Park and Tsavo West National Park, inside the coast province of Kenya among Nairobi City and Mombasa. Before we proceed, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell button. The internet site states that the park is domestic to crimson elephants and massive open spaces. A tribute with the aid of using the Frankfurt Zoological Society stated, Mark became a lifelong conservationist and skilled bush pilot who devoted his profession to protective flora and fauna in a number of East Africa's maximum famine countrywide parks. Passionate, principled, and strong-willed, Mark became by no means afraid to talk his thoughts and stand for what he believed in. He became a commanding presence and made an indelible influence anywhere he went. Those folks who labored along him don't forget him for his determination, thoughtfulness, his energy, his mischievous smile, and his deep love of flora and fauna and wild places. We will pass over his warmth, his hilarious stories, and his once-in-a-while as an alternative irreverent remarks which usually made us smile. And research has been released into the motive of the crash. It has been mentioned that they had been seeking to pressure cows, camels and goats out of the park while the incident happened. This morning, there had been unconfirmed claims the aircraft became shot at from the ground. The national park has formerly visible war among government and herders, but it's far too early to recognize the motive of the crash, officers stated inside the statement. Kenya Wildlife Service and David Sheldrick Wildlife Trust, DSWT, groups are on the scene to research the instances of the crash. It read, "Thanks for watching and see you in our next